saħħalsulhom il-fuel. Ara ġie.
Wara ftit ġranet kellna rebbieħ ieħor fil-logħba tagħna kontra 30 sekonda bil-maqlub. Suqu fuq ir-riserva xejdu le mhix se tieqaf.
Il-ġimgħa d-dieħla nkunu fuq pompa tal-enemed oħra nagħtu xi ħaġa oħra.
And welcome everybody, this last show of the year. So, yeah, me and Justin, sorry, but we were like having a joke between us. Thanks for being with us for this last show of the year. Here, obviously enough, with me,
it's annoying.
Adrian, Figallo.
And Justin.
You got used to us now. Today, a schedule and some obviously
announcements
for 2020. Some announcements for 2020. So
It's hot in here.
yeah, it is. That's why we're in t-shirts. Yeah.
Yeah.
So outside is quite fresh. So thanks for joining us here today. As I was saying, announcements and obviously enough some looking back at 2019 also.
Yeah.
Some recent
It's good to say today to start from when
Yeah.
we started in 2017.
yeah.
What do you think?
Let's take care of Santa behind us, 'cause he can actually
Feel free to
follow.
message us and comment.
Yeah, it's important. Feel free, message us and comment on Facebook and YouTube. We're following it, so
No memes this time, but
that's right. So yes, started back in 2017. Not easy road
no. Not
up
at all.
till today.
I mean, organizing an event and people don't know about you.
Yeah.
We struggle with drivers to join in because they don't know who actually SimRacing
Yeah.
Malta back then what it was. So it was hard. It's still hard. I mean, but now it's getting fruitful, as you have seen now for those who've been following us for quite a while. World Pro Racing is now one of the best organizers in SimRacing, we can say. I mean,
that's it.
and we're not 100%
Yeah, sure.
happy with our product. I'm never satisfied. And the same goes for Adrian. So even we are the top of the world, we're never satisfied, and that's how you should be.
Yeah.
That's how
It's
being
always like
professional is.
Justin telling me, why you should do this? Okay, listen, Just, I think we should do this. Yes, why not? Let's
Which?
do this.
Yeah.
So actually, it's like to improve, obviously, our product. It all also rolls down to budget, so that's something.
Which we will thank everybody
yeah.
today.
So thanks, obviously, to those people that support us. We can improve our product and obviously what we bring to you in live, and obviously also the races that we bring to you with certain level of professionalism, actually. So first item of the day.
Yeah, we start with last Saturday's race, the final race of the GT3 Masters, which ended up with some changes at the end.
Yeah, that's right.
Doing some penalties.
What it is, it's like the process of the race itself. We have obviously live penalties. Thanks to our Factor 2, we can do that, and obviously enough, it makes our life more easier. And for every single race, all drivers have the possibility to obviously enough address a certain protests after the race, where they have a 2-hour slot time after the race to do that, and obviously enough we would review those protests. We received various protests, some of them obviously enough during the whole championship. Some of them no further action was taken, and some of them some action needed to be taken. And yes, following last Saturday's race, we had in-game penalties, and obviously enough also we had protests received. Some of the process, no further action was taken because there was no need of further action to be taken. Some others had to have heavy penalties on them because obviously enough it was ignoring actually what was said and how a procedure could be taken, and was made clear also by the race director himself, which is me.
People need to understand that as World Pro Racing, we take our events a bit different than the others. You say the other events, they have steward and stuff like that. We take it different still.
Yes, we
having
take it,
Adrian from FIA with the experience that he has in real motorsport, do not say this is BS. This is how World Pro Racing acts with the penalties, and that is the rules of World Pro Racing.
Yeah,
I mean, we're not telling you, listen, if you don't abide by our rules, go away. But that's how our system is.
It's actually very good for drivers also to learn certain instances. We make it clear, and we have questions. And actually, we had a question last Saturday about this thing. That question during the whole season of GT3 Masters, where we were asked, listen, how should the rolling start is? And it's stated in the obviously enough in the rules that you need to stay maximum side by side with obviously position in front of you, which like if you're P6, you need to stay side by P5, but you cannot be like half a car or quarter of a car ahead of him on the green light. So that's how things are. ignoring, obviously enough, a rule, ignoring what is said by the race director is obviously a major offense, and we had to take obviously the necessary action in that case. We took that necessary action on 3 drivers. One of the drivers obviously didn't finish the race, but at that point in the race
Still, it was a penalty.
yeah, he was still in the race at that point in time that this happened. Obviously enough, we operate a little bit different, because if it happens in a real race, team manager can go directly to race direction and obviously make the protest there and then. Obviously enough, in race direction in real motorsport, there are like a lot of eyes looking for these things, and obviously they could be viewed also straight away. But in that case, in our case, we know that there are drivers who don't have managers, so obviously we need to give the time to that driver to finish the race and raise that protest. Having said all this, so the final results are as follows. For the championship, I'm gonna go for the championship results themselves, because if you can see, it's like for the last race, Rocky Monsters pocketed the most number of points, that is 30 points, followed by ACR and Singularity, which both took 29 points each. Then, if I'm not mistaken, we have Edge Esports following them, and then AAA Esports and GT Omega. So, the final standings for the championship for the top 3. I'm gonna obviously mention the top 3. The link is available on our website. So in 3rd place at 154 points, Singularity Racing. 2nd place with 174 points, Edge Esports, and 1st place with 177 points, Avid Chronic Racing.
And I must add this to what you're saying, is that we had one issue with the points system, and that was only in Zandvoort. Why? Because since the special appearance of Rudy van Buren at Zandvoort, I had to disqualify him, so for the reason that he was not part of the point system, and then it didn't update certain points due to I had to disqualify him, and he kept like the points of others, and I had to move them, so it was a human mistake.
And it was raised by a driver, so yes,
so the rest of the rounds were automatically placed by the system. Which we use. It's the R-Factor 2 log analyzer, and now hopefully by next year we will be working on our own system, thanks to many helpers that we have around us. And yeah, that's what I wanted to. I apologize for that round, which was there were some issues in the point system, but the rest was all automatic. So the points are there as they should be.
So I just want to say hi to Ground Effect SimRacing team.
Yeah, so Chris Shepard, Mr. Coffelino.
These guys rocks.
Yeah.
And obviously enough, there was also Thomas Beha, who said happy holidays, obviously. Happy holidays to you too. You have anything going on in YouTube?
Yeah, I have YouTube going on quite well. Chris Shepard and Mr. Coffelino, who is Nico, the Nico Suggs guy.
Okay.
Sheldon, Speed Force, Sim Racer, the usual people, and we have some new ones as well. Yeah, without these people commenting and keep the show entertaining. Now we're getting into the meme. So I'm getting used to it, because Mr. Cofferino knows how serious we are and the broadcast. But we have to be, sometimes we have to joke and stuff like that, which we did on Sunday's race.
Yeah, actually, that's something. Yes, then we enjoyed it. So, I think that's basically it on the GT3 Masters. It's obviously enough. Thanks to NMET, thanks to all the teams that have participated, thanks to all the drivers that have been there. We had a great final race. Unfortunately, we had some issues with the with something, actually, Dustin should say, with the overlay system. But anyway, it was sorted.
It was solved. I mean,
it was not something from our side. It was due to the update.
I must thank Marcel that he did his best to make.
That's right. Make it adjusted on Sunday. Yes. So Marcel, who was always there. So
he's the man that saved us.
Yeah, that's right. So last, again, I want to thank NMET to supporting this championship, supporting also us, and I'll be coming back also to all the sponsors. In particular, for the GT3 Masters, we had NMET, Gaming Malta, Visit Malta, and Melita, and R-Factor too. So.
Yeah, of course. you have seen our recent announcement a few minutes ago before we started. We are proud to announce our collaboration with Toyota Gazoo Racing, New Zealand. We'll be doing a premiere race of the newly released the Tatus FT60 at Manfield Park. So we're going to do a race with the new mod released recently on our Factor 2, Tatus FT60, and also on the new tracks released by our Factor 2, thanks to also Engineering Consult, who built these tracks, and they're going to be at Manfield Circuit, and this is going to be happening on the 3rd January at 21 sharp at 9 p.m. And that is CET or GMT +1, and that is we have did it on the 9th of January, 9th p.m. because due to the reason that there will be people competing as well from New Zealand, and that will be like 8 a.m., 9 a.m. in the morning. So we'll be having people joining from various countries around the world. And yeah, I mean, there's no limit. I mean, there's a limit of how much the server can accept drivers, but if there's the demand, we can add an extra server for this premiere. But obviously, we will broadcast the primary event, obviously, primary server, depending upon the registration. So make sure that you register. The announcement is on Facebook, obviously, but there's also the press release by Toyota Gazoo Racing on the Toyota website, and also on our website, where you have the information, the race format, and everything, plus the registration link, and you can register right now. So there are already registration coming in. Now, about the registrations, once you register, you will receive that the order has been placed. What I do next is I go to our system and I process your applications manually, and you will receive the server password by email. The server is not yet loaded, but once it will be loaded, make sure that you will join our Discord channel, because there we will announce all our information there, because we can chat and we can do more information there instead of sending emails. We're not sending emails anymore as communication. Why? Because people say sometimes we did not receive it, blah blah blah. So on Discord, once it's there, everybody can see it. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to ask, or comments, or whatever it is. Today is the last show of the year, so we can extend a bit the time today with you guys. To thank everybody else who helped us since 2017, and especially this year.
Definitely, coming to this collaboration with Toyota Gazoo, New Zealand, and the car we're gonna use, the Tatus FT60. I'm not a fan of Formula cars myself, but I drove this particular mod.
I thought you was gonna say of Toyota Gazoo.
No, Formula cars myself, but I drove this mod last time.
You did today as well.
Yes, but last time and today. And as Justin knows, it's not like me going driving Formula cars on a simulator, but today I returned also back to the simulator. I had like 10 minutes time. And yes, I'm really enjoying driving this car. It's
responsive.
It's responsive, enjoyable.
Even the tracks are the force feedback works well on the mod. And
I was driving on Manfield today. So yeah, definitely it's a great car. So for me to say it's a great car, it's a Formula car in simulation, because obviously I follow all motorsport. But yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, there obviously more updates will be done. There will be more tracks will be released. So
this is actually the first version that we're driving. So.
Exactly. So this race of the Tatus will be on the 3rd January at 9 p.m. CET or GMT +1. Register before, because there are many people. Obviously, we have viewers and system knowing how many people we have on the site, and we are receiving registrations like a good amount. So and obviously we have to put a limit, set a limit to how many people we can drivers we can accept, because we cannot have. I mean, we can have multiple servers, but we cannot, due to the reason that we have to monitor the race. So we cannot have like 5 servers. We need to have adjudication. We don't have 10 adjudicators, but or else Adrian will split into pieces and monitor the races himself.
Yeah, you know what I mean. It's like having the advantage of having live adjudication thanks to obviously our Factor 2, I think it's good to do it live as much as possible.
Yes, there's a question by Adam Pinches. He said that this is going to be just a fun show race or the drivers fighting for prizes as well. So this is a collaboration for a premiere for this mod, and obviously there will be more communication with Toyota, and hopefully, yes, we will have events. Who knows? That might be very interesting, and maybe in the future.
But
fighting
definitely
for a prize.
this particular race is a premier race, so for Toyota Gazoo.
It's an official race of the Toyota Gazoo Racing
New Zealand.
So it's something that it's not just a casual race that we all usually do. Actually, it's the premier. It's not part of the casual race. It's a special event. So make sure that you join, and also subscribe to our YouTube and YouTube channel, which is now I think one of the best platforms that we have for viewership. And also it will be live on the Toyota Gazoo Racing New Zealand on their Facebook page, and also on raceline.tv, which is broadcasting this event as well in collaboration with Pro Racing. So yeah, that's about the tattoos. And there are many more.
Any more questions?
Yes,
I'm seeing
questions.
a long chat there,
I
so
have
we
to
should
scroll. Yes, but most of them, as usual, people communicate together there. And yeah, there are no questions so far. Yeah, we know that Nico sucks. Okay, yeah. Adrian is a legend.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Speed Force.
Speed
You're a
Force.
legend. Yes, I mean,
Thank
talking
you.
about that, I go back to the adjudication.
Yeah.
Guys, it's not easy to adjudicate. We feel for the drivers as well. We're going to give them a penalty, but you have to be.
I think
to be strict,
we received. I think going back to the GT3 Masters, actually all the races we've done, and obviously we gave penalties in. We didn't get any negative feedback at all. Obviously enough drivers do ask and get the reply, and that's it. But we don't like receiving any comments like Justin was saying with the BS. This is BS. No, this is getting serious. Take care of what you are told by the race director, and obviously enough, observe that. It's like if we start playing around doing it more than that, we don't want to push more than that. Make official communications and get it signed by the drivers and all this crap. You know what I mean? We don't want to go that far, but when there is a briefing, listen to what is being said. This is something that was said throughout the series.
Yes.
So,
just to be fair, there were no complaints during the Digital Masters. There were. I mean, this happens, and you can say this when the drivers approach you, be it drifting, be it circuit racing, they come approach you in an angry way. Yeah. Which it happened. You have many scenarios, but then thanks to his skills, he calms people down. Why? Because they made them aware that that was a penalty that should be given.
Yeah, that's right. It's like, listen to what was said. You did a mistake, accept that mistake. And in this case, it was not said once. And in various instances, like Justin is well saying, drivers do approach you with a certain anger. Because obviously enough, listen, we understand that. There must be the respect, let's put it this way, because you cannot come with anger and just go baboom. But you know what I mean? There is the approach. Yes, you come angry. I understand you're angry because obviously it affected you as a driver. It could have affected you as a position in the race. It affected you in the championship. In this particular case, it did because the championship was so close till the last race. But I'm sorry, that was a decision taken by us, the stewards and race direction. We did the reviews. Mind you, we received a list during the whole series of penalties. Protests, sorry about that. And let's put it this way. I could say that like 75% of them, there was no further action taken.
Yeah.
Because there was no need of further action to be taken.
I need to clarify something, because Ricardo said that Rudy was disqualified. No, Rudy actually won the race, the Zandvoort race.
Yeah.
But to have the system continuing to
For
add
results
penalties
reason.
for the results reason, I had to disqualify him, so he have to come last to not having the points and have a mess up of. In fact, that's why there was an issue with the results in the Zandvoort race due to that reason. But obviously, I take that what you call it? I mean,
Mistake.
that mistake. I mean, it's not a mistake, but yeah, there was an issue and we have solved it. So
Yeah, it was solved. It wasn't there. Was somebody, he just told us, listen, there is a discrepancy there. There is that one extra point that went here instead of here. We looked into it and it was arranged. So
highlight of Le Mans.
Le Mans.
Yeah. Well,
Actually,
we have to say about the graphics of Le Mans.
Yeah.
I mean,
was
I don't
like
know
impressed.
if it was after the update or not. Yes, I think Risto said that there were going to be some
Yeah.
shaders upgrade and stuff, but it was
Wow.
amazing. So big congrats to
Wow.
Factor 2, and it was great. I don't know if you have seen that. Of course, we were streaming at full HD 60p, but obviously on our screen, since it was a bigger size, we could see. Leave him alone. We could see
He
the
moves. Yeah,
detail, especially when the sun rises, or I mean, it was great.
Yeah.
Highlights. I'm going to take some screenshots on of each individual, of each driver, which I didn't have time yet to do.
Yeah, we didn't have the time, obviously, enough to
yeah.
take much into consideration because yesterday was also a busy day and we had the delay of 1 hour, so it was like we had
Exactly. While I'm not going to tell you 100% yes, because everybody is busy right now with Christmas and holidays, New Year. Because we usually have somebody doing the videos for us because we don't have any more time to spend on doing video editing. I can tell you that because I'm a video editor myself. I used to do all the videos myself, but it's very time consuming, and personally myself, I cannot do it. So we try to do something. For sure, screenshots, they will be taken and I can send them out on public, on Facebook and everywhere else. So yeah. Yeah, what we had to have rest. Next. Yeah, more events. I don't know if you have something that you
Yeah, we
want
had
to
obviously
say.
the V8s also. That
Yes, in fact, it's not the next one, but yeah. Well, there's
it was the last one. Okay,
yeah,
sorry
no
about
problem. There's the V8 Championship going on, and we started with the first round last week.
Yeah.
Am I right? It's the V8 Championship in collaboration with Wave Italy, where the overall champion will win Sim Pedals Pro, the Impetus Sim Pedals
Yes,
Pro.
You always leave that to me
Yes,
because you
in
get
fact,
like
I already looked at you. What do I call it exactly? The
what the Impetus
S-
Pro.
Wave Italy Sim Pedals.
This-
Blah, blah, blah.
Impetus
Impetus Sim Pedals Pro.
Pro. Yes.
They are worth 1,500 euros. So the winner will win those pedals and can race better.
Yeah, sure, definitely. It was an interesting race actually.
Yeah,
the
so
first
far
one, so
there was quite a lot of action. So far there was pinches and hover. I need to check the results.
Yeah.
Because about the results, they will be published soon. Sorry for that. We will be announcing, your positions. So nothing. I think there were penalties.
No, I
No.
think
So
so.
nothing have changed from the results. Your results. So
there were some penalties which I said.
yeah, but they
I
didn't
don't
change
think-
any
I think they didn't
positions.
change positions. No.
So that's the results are already done, but they are not published yet on our pages on our website. So more upcoming events. We have mentioned this already. The Grip Virtual Series Season 2. For those that do not know, we have been collaborating since this year. We have collaborated with Grip, which is a Formula car built in Israel.
Yeah, that's right.
In Italy, the events are held in Italy.
It's a great car,
Yes.
loud car. It runs on an Aprilia engine. I had the chance because I was in Italy when Kevin Ziggy was there. Obviously enough, I was there for drifting, but obviously enough, I had the time. Kevin was there, and I drove like 3.5 hours to go there and have a look at this car. It's amazing. Definitely, I think it's a good, definite entry level car into Formula racing for any driver. So.
If you want to know more about how it feels, ask Kevin Ziggy, because
Yeah.
Kevin Ziggy was the winner of this Grip Virtual Series 2019, and he won a full testing day at Varano, Italy, where Adrian also was present at this testing race, and there is a video about it, how he felt the car and everything. It's on our YouTube channel, where Pro Racing, of course, and yeah, you can watch it and see how he felt the car, and also how important and how accurate was the car virtually compared to the real life, as he
Yeah.
felt like he was even doing a virtual race. So that's good for the mod to have a good mod close to reality. So next year we will be doing the second season of the Grip Virtual Series. This time not on Assetto Corsa, but on R Factor 2. If there will be the demand to do it on Assetto Corsa, and probably even if not, probably I think we will be doing it as well.
Yeah,
But
possibly.
definitely on R Factor 2 coming up next year. We have many more events coming up. We told you already, 2020 is not full up yet, filled with
Yeah.
events, because as we go along during the year, we collaborate and people come over to us and ask us to collaborate together. So yeah, that's about events coming up. We have quite a lot of
Quite a
events
lot,
coming up.
yeah.
So, and also the casual races that we have every Wednesday. From next year, we didn't have much this year. Apart from that, we'll have also the special events. Special events, the difference between casual races and special events is still for the public, still to the public, but the special events will be maybe a longer race, an endurance race,
Yeah.
maybe 2 races with the reverse grid. Casual races are more basic, more simple. Why? Since World Pro Racing is targeting top level drivers, like you have seen, we also need to care about amateurs. Why? Because those who are top right now, they were amateurs at the beginning. And we want that World Pro Racing help you race in our leagues, race in our casual races, and you go up levels and keep participating then in our high level championships.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's about casual races. They will be held on Wednesdays, and we announce obviously the next race Wednesday for next race. One thing which is important, if you register, make sure before that you can attend to the race. You can race, because you're taking
That's
other
important,
people's slot, and then we have to cancel the other registrations, and then we end up, we had like, even in the Adria one, we had almost 35, I
Mhm.
think. And then we ended up with how many? 24?
I think so, yeah.
At least, please, guys, send us a message. Listen, I cannot make it, blah, blah, blah. So at least we can say the reverse drivers, the reserve drivers to
To join.
join our event. Phew. Did you have something else?
I don't-
Questions? If you have any questions, this is the time. I mean, we're not going to do any arguing here, but if you have any constructive suggestions,
Yeah, sure.
feel free to do it. Events or whatever you want. One thing that we would like to do, as we say always, share with your friends our pages, share our streaming. Why? Because that helps us and also help us promote our sponsors. World Pro Racing runs a lot with the collaborations that we do, the sponsorships that helps us do more races and make them more interesting, do more prizes in our events. I mean, we're not millionaires and then say, today I have 20,000, let's do a championship. No, it's not how it works. We need the support from
Definitely not.
sponsors, and without the sponsors, not only that, without the drivers, without you guys, we cannot do anything. So World Pro
Yeah,
Racing
that's right.
will be for no use at all, because without drivers we cannot do any races. Maybe there are any
Yeah.
questions on Facebook.
No Facebook. We have
No
nothing on
Facebook.
YouTube.
Let me check on YouTube. Which was why I asked why even let him race. Well, this is about Rudy. Yes, Rudy was already planned that he was going to be part of this event, as a special guest
On his
Um,
home track.
on his home track, Zandvoort, and it was good to have maybe people never raced with Rudy or it was part also about the show of the championship. It was good for the viewers and everything. I mean, we're not hiding anything here. It's good to have a special guest such as Rudy, who is doing a great promotion to SimRacing. Look where he is now. Not only Rudy, but we're talking about Rudy here. We're proud of Rudy. I mean, we have nothing to do with Rudy, as in we're not managers of Rudy or stuff like that. He didn't even race with us since we started. But we're very proud of Rudy, who is promoting sim racing, and he's now racing real cars. This is the plan of World Pro Racing. This is the plan of, I think, the dream of everybody.
Yeah.
Say something, because I'm.
Yeah, you start saying it's no problem. I was just having a look at some comments on.
You wanna fight?
You wanna fight? No. It's not the time to fight. So, any more on
Manta said,
YouTube?
just rewind on how GT3 went, learn from mistakes and go at it again. It was fun, real fun. Yes. Say again, we are not perfect. We
Yeah.
try to be perfect, but we are never perfect, and we are never going to be perfect. No one is perfect. Not even the best sim racing organizer in the world is not perfect. There's always way for improvement. No one is the best. Still, there's always someone coming, and it keeps changing.
Yeah.
We do our best always. Adrian is the part of marketing, sponsorships, and stewarding, and he does his best in his work. And the same goes for the broadcast, which I take care of myself.
And we support each other also.
Yes, I
He
get
supports
angry.
us. Yeah, he supports our part to
He backs
obviously
me,
improve.
and I back him.
Yeah, that's right. Even for improvement, so that it helps during education to have something else. We're working on improving our education system. I obviously give him presents for his broadcast.
Yes.
So it's like that. We support each other in every ways and means. Obviously enough, I come up with any ideas, and obviously when I get
I
stuck
always
with
object.
technology, no, when it comes to technology, I obviously always ask Justin, and he backs me up on how obviously I can do that, and it helps to do my work.
I mean, I'm the person in the esports section. I've been into gaming for a long time, into sim racing for a long time, and I know the path, but also still Adrian sometimes tell me, listen, why don't we do that or we do that? And I say, yeah, you're right. And the same goes for Adrian's task, and that's how we work. If this is for any business now that we're talking about it, I mean, when there's teamwork, you have to work together. So, and this is for you guys. We're working, okay, this World Pro Racing is not becoming, it was the intention to be a business. I left my full-time job, everything for World Pro Racing. I work full-time. Adrian, almost. We need to earn money. We get the sponsors and everything, so we have to be truth about this. We have nothing to hide.
Yeah.
This is a business. We are opening a sim racing center here in Malta. We have the studios, we have electricity, we have internet. I mean, we have expenses. We have to pay other people to do their job.
Doing
Commentators.
it in the professional way actually is what Justin is saying, running it from our own studios on our own adjudication system. We're not running it from our home, from our bedroom, you know what I mean? So yes, we did the investment because we believe to give a good product you need to have the right facilities. So as Justin said, having the right facilities you need obviously to cover expenses. So
Of course. And I mean, they understand. Maybe they don't know
very
about.
soon me and Justin we're gonna do also a bed here. 'cause
Yes, in fact, you can get it here. We have a sleeping bag here. Yesterday I slept 2 hours here.
yeah, that's right.
I
So-
have what's it called? A mattress, inflatable mattress. We have everything here.
So
So-
yeah, it's like we spend long hours here. It's not easy to give a great product, give the best we can give to the drivers, and obviously enough still, as Justin said, it's not perfect. We spend long hours here, but we do also accept any constructive questions from your side for improving definitely our product towards you, especially you drivers and you followers.
We do this because we have the passion to do it, and
I
We love
heard
motorsport,
our
we love sim
broadcast
racing.
director saying about a question.
sorry,
Our broadcast director said there is a question somewhere, I don't know where, but anyway.
where is the question?
Nathan.
Yeah, I must say something that we have to mention. I usually take care of the broadcasting. I mean, the direction, everything, and camera switching and stuff like that.
And last
Today,
time I was doing it on TV.
Adrian as well. But today we have one of our drivers of our team of RPM Esports who's taking care of the broadcast. So we're going to thank everybody at the end. But it's good to say that Nathan is one of the drivers. He races as well, but today have no races, nothing, and he comes here for his own will, come here and help us out
to learn
the
also,
broadcast.
he's
And to
learning,
learn,
so.
obviously. This is how our pro racing works. We do not just get people to use them to work for us. We work together, we teach people how to get into broadcasting. They don't need to work with us. Eventually they will, but they can work somewhere else. If we just give them
Everything
the experience.
They
So,
told us everything is clear.
Any questions or what?
No, Ground FX and Racing told us everything is clear, so
Yeah, clear.
not too much questions.
Not too much.
On
All right.
YouTube is fine.
Yeah, just spam the hell out of social media. Yeah, spam. Just put everything, put Word Pro Racing everywhere. Just paste it even in selling whatever, selling cars and
That's
selling computers. Just put Word
No,
Pro
it's
Racing there.
important to have it there, so spread the word. People join us. Obviously, and have those people that join and follow us, support obviously what we're doing. So, okay.
So I start with something and then Adrian continues. Myself and in behalf of Adrian, I would like to thank our family. Apart from everybody else,
Definitely.
my wife, my daughter, my dogs, my bird, my turtle. What do I have?
My wife,
mean-
my dogs.
It's very hard. Both of us, we went through this until they understand what this job is. Esports people tell us, yeah, you just play games, you just race cars and blah blah blah, and you play. I barely play 1 hour a week SimRacing. So we thank them from the bottom of our heart. My family, his family,
His friend.
George's family, who's
Yeah.
not with us yet right now. All the people involved in World Pro Racing and the helpers and all their family, we wish them well, and we thank everybody for their children, for their support that they are giving us, and obviously all the drivers that are watching and all the
It's-
fans.
It's very, very simple, you know what I mean? To explain it. We spend more time here
Yes.
than obviously at home, so that's no joke for our families to understand, but thanks to their support, we're here and giving you what
Yeah.
we're giving you.
I have a Zoom, Antas.
Huh?
Because they asked if I have a Zoom.
Okay, yeah. Yes, that's so. So, yes, definitely a thanks there. We're gonna say something about the WPR.
Yeah, I forgot. I've been working on it this whole week, and I forgot. It just came to my mind to thank our family, not to completely forget it. So yes, another announcement that we have is broadcast director, please. You know about the WPR F19, the Formula car that we're going to we have been building for
Ruben.
quite a long time. Yeah, Ruben, Mifsud.
Thank you.
Happy holidays,
Ruben, happy
Ruben.
holidays to you too, and definitely people like you. Give
Yes.
us the motivation to be in motorsports also when we see you doing what you're doing. Well done, Ruben. Keep it up, and happy holidays to you too.
So yeah, about the WPR F19, it's the Formula mod that we have built in collaboration with ASR Formula. You can see the screenshots and more, and another update of the WPR F19, which is a Formula car that you're going to be racing on RF Factor 2. It is ready to be released for you to test and give us feedback. So yes, before the end of the year, we're going to publish it so you can download and try. There are some various liveries that you can see in the slideshow that you're watching there. Thanks to Mr. Coffelino, Nico Barclay,
Yeah.
who built these designs, which we loved as soon as we have seen
Saw
them. It's a very catchy, eh?
Yeah.
It's very sexy.
We got a sexy
Yeah.
car.
Sometimes I end up watching it and looking at it and just.
Yeah, definitely. It's
Appreciate.
like a great car. You know what I mean?
So yeah, they're going to be championship with the Formula car, with the WPR F19, thanks to ASR Formula. There are many plans, so yes, it's going to be free for everybody, but one thing is that there cannot be any championship going on in other leagues. I mean, contact us and we can discuss, but the WPR F19 is the official car of World Pro Racing, and we're going to do championships official World Pro Racing Championship in this car, and it's not just a normal championship. We're working on something, and we're going to.
We'll see.
That's it for now.
We'll see.
It's going to be a big one. We have championships coming in, like endurance races on our Factor 2. We're getting into iRacing as well. There's nothing to hide. I mean, everybody is using iRacing and our Factor 2 and many other events. We are talking about online, because offline we're using our Factor 2 for our events and in our SimRacing center. So that's about the WFR. I can't believe that I forgot about WPR F19. And Adrian just again lost in space looking at.
No, I'm just looking at the car actually. So on the broadcast.
We hope that you will like.
I like the lines it has. Even the delivery now gave it. It was already great to see when it was like in black and single color. But now with obviously this delivery, you see something totally different. So.
I just saw you yawning on screen.
Yeah, yawn also,
That's not good, but that's the life, Let's put it on the other side. One together, okay? 1, 2, 3. Where is it?
Went on the other side? No.
Yeah, I prefer this one. This side.
Yeah, it's better like it was.
Yeah, today it was like a relaxing one at the end of the
actually, Justin just mentioned you're yawning. Yes, definitely we're yawning.
Yeah. We'll
Saturday, 8 o'clock in the morning till 11:30 sleeping at 1 o'clock.
You're not being heard.
At 5:30.
Raise your voice.
Sleeping at 1 o'clock, waking at 5:30. Then a whole other day of SimRacing on Sunday, and till late. And then this morning, wake up at 6:30. Another whole day and of work and so on and so forth. And we're here, and definitely after the broadcast, we will still be here with some small things to do.
Adrian can tell you how much days I spend without sleeping.
Yeah.
Once I did 3 days without sleeping.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 days. And then I slept 22 hours. It's posted on my profile. Yeah, and there are so many things going on while the SimRacing is growing that we cannot hold it there and say, let's do it next year, or
Clark.
There is a competition going on between SimRacing organization, which I don't call it as a competition. We can collaborate with other organizers and do a championship. I mean, we've been saying that since we started.
Yes,
we don't mind. Obviously,
sorry about that.
We have our own style of leagues, so yeah, we hope that you like them and be part of our races. If you're not a sim racer, as in you don't race or you do casual races for single player or stuff like that, and you want to be part of World Pro Racing, we will be needing people like in social media helping us in setting up the servers, because I'm getting crazy about servers. Many other things. So even video editing, if you are interested in getting into part of our team. What else, Adrian? We have sky's the limit of how many things.
Broadcast, cameras, adjudication.
Everything.
We're open to teach people for adjudication.
Yes, if you want to be part of.
I have a question. So
you have a question? Say
from Sean Clark.
Yeah.
So he asked if there is more news on the Tatus series. Actually, as we said, there is the Tatus Premier Race being on the 3rd of January. 9 p.m. 9 p.m. CET time. Obviously, it will be 9 a.m. New Zealand time, because obviously this is in collaboration with Toyota Gazoo New Zealand. That's what there is. You go on our website, on our social media, there are the links. Register there. Obviously enough, it's good to be part of the first Premier race.
It's good to be part of it, yes.
Definitely. And yes, following that will be discussions going on right now for obviously more series. So that's what we have to say about the Tatus.
Yeah.
Answer Sean Clark. Do you have any questions on your side?
Questions. Endurance, of course, people drivers love endurance. We did sometimes like an endurance, like we did the 2 hours of Bathurst, which was great. So yeah, we have the servers ready and everything. So all we need is to launch our endurance championship, but that announcement will be later on next year. We're now focused on even the endurance. We're focused on it as well, but the races that we have launched now, the Tatus, FT60, the Grip Championship Virtual Series, the Formula Mod Series,
This is
many other things. That's Itamar, I think.
I
think
don't
so.
know, It's like an Israeli thing, but anyway.
Yeah.
Did you guys talk about next year GT racing? Actually, we didn't talk about season 2.
Yeah. We're not sure yet about the GT3 Masters. You will buy Enemed. It was a good championship, but obviously
We got the
we are-
feedback last Saturday
yes,
also.
exactly. We are still in discussions because we're working on many more things with
Yes,
Enemed.
please.
And
Endurance.
yeah, I mean, all our this is a good thing of what we do. We find that's why we ask you to question us, because if there was something wrong, we're not going to take it as an offensive question. If you found something wrong in the GT3 Masters and you don't want to do it private, approach me or Adrian and tell us, listen,
Yeah.
I didn't like this, I didn't like that. Not about the adjudication, because adjudication, if Adrian said that there's a penalty, you
I
can.
explain one.
He will
Why
explain.
if there is a penalty, I will explain to any driver. That's no problem. Why there was that penalty, but obviously enough. That's the final decision. So please understand. Yes, I'm ready to discuss with you. Tell you why. You know what I mean? It's good for you, so that you can learn. But that's the final decision, and that would have been taken.
Mantas, you know what he said, obviously. Just do a full rain season.
Full rain season.
Why?
Why?
But
Because
you cannot choose the Porsche.
we just
No
take
Porsche.
no Porsche and the full race season. Yeah, we saw obviously enough the Porsche dominating in rain weather, and obviously Mantas was one of the Rookie Monsters team, so that were running on a Porsche, and yeah, we saw the Porsche performing very well in rain conditions.
And it's good that we had good positive comments about the ballast that we have done to the cars. We had teams, and I'm not going to be sorry for saying, there were teams who stopped racing from the championship, which resulted in, not for us, I mean for them, it's for their team name, that they were not balanced. Like, there's nothing to hide. In Zandvoort, when Rudy took part, he just flew with the Porsche. Zandvoort. And I mean, and I think probably if he raced with other cars, he could have done the same.
Yeah.
So it's not about, I'm not saying that it was perfect. Always, as I said already, we're not perfect. It could have been better, maybe. But yes, thank you for the positive comment you said about this championship, that it was quite equal, and there was a variety of cars chosen, and there was a battle between different cars.
Yeah.
Mercedes, the Audi, which I thought that the Audi was not going to perform, and it did.
Yeah.
By Electronic Racing. So
Astons, everything.
we hope now this is something that our factor needs to do.
Yeah.
We hope that they do. We have provided the information to our factor too, and we hope that the GT3 Masters will be
GT3 cars.
GT3 cars and the endurance cars and those specs to be equal as much as possible, so that we have not only us but other leagues doing these kind of championships.
Yeah, that's right.
This is not based on us for us only. I mean, for everybody.
Definitely.
Questions?
So we had like, yes, please, endurance. You're gonna have endurance.
We're gonna have
races
endurance
next year. And he told us, yes, it's me. It was an Israeli. So
Yeah.
your side?
From my side, what do I
YouTube?
think? Yeah, from questions. Oh, I was going to think
Or
about
questions or comments, you know what I mean? It's like,
Haha, I have. Yeah, they were laughing about Mantas cannot choose the Porsche.
Porsche, yeah.
So yeah.
Any
time to
more
have a good-
previous comments? No, it's fine. Oh,
Can we start thanking people
yeah,
and
sure.
everybody?
Yeah, sure. Let's go.
You
to
know
that.
what? But
How about other sims? Assetto corsa
how about the
competizione.
other sims? Yeah, yes. We are planning the championships that we have that are in the pipeline right now, and then yes, Assetto Corsa competizione is in the pipeline to organize. events on that platform. But as I said, offline events, we are in collaboration with our Factor 2. But online, yes, we can do various platforms. In fact, iRacing is going to be part of the 2020 events. Our Factor 2, obviously. If need be, Assetto Corsa, which we didn't do much lately.
Yeah.
We've been doing quite a lot of our Factor 2. Why? There's nothing to hide. Our Factor 2 has the ability to record raw footage of the game, of the race, because the overlays are on HTML, JavaScript, and stuff like that. I like that. They are on a different layer. So I can record the cameras directly without any overlays, and that is good for us because something about broadcasting on TV. So on Assetto Corsa they have hard-coded overlays, which I cannot record directly camera broadcast cameras without the
Separate.
overlays.
Yeah.
You tell me there is others. There is a championship, a league organizer, ACRL, it's called, that they built one with HTML and JavaScript and stuff like that. CSS, obviously, because I'm into development as well, but I do not have time. Luckily, we have people in our team. For those that do not know, we have the team which is called GT Omega RPM Esports, which we manage, which we have more announcements coming up soon. And one of the drivers, and we have more than one driver, they are into web development, and they will be helping us in creating many things on our website and other things that we can, especially overlays, to control overlays on Assetto Corsa without having hard-coded overlays. The other thing...
It's going to cost us a lot of money. Yeah?
Yes, the
And
other
pizzas.
thing...
And pizzas.
Yeah. The other thing about it is that the broadcast side of Assetto Corsa is annoying. Why? Because when you do a race and you have to go back to pits, and then you have the penalties, which I know you can hide it, but you have to go and scrolling back to the first driver and blah blah blah. That is the reason why we didn't do much on Assetto
Even for
Corsa.
us.
And even for the adjudication, we cannot issue penalties live to have a notification.
Unless
on
you
your
are
screen.
actually on that particular incident in the right time, you know what
Yeah.
I mean?
We can
That
do
you
it
can-
by
yeah, you
voice.
can- and it's an incident, but still, it's an incident that you are watching at the right time, and you can take a decision at first sight. Because some incidents, actually, Justin knows that I look at replays 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, different angles, so on and so forth. That's something our Factor 2 gives us the ability to do. Assetto Corsa, there is nothing.
So that's the reason, not because we don't like Assetto Corsa. In
Not
fact,
at all.
SimRacing Malta back then, we started and we did everything on Assetto
We're
Corsa.
doing the V8s on Assetto Corsa. so-
We're doing now the V8 on Assetto Corsa as well, since Wave Italy is from Wave Italy, Assetto Corsa, obviously. So we don't have any criticism more than that about Assetto Corsa, especially now with the soul patch and rain and
Yeah.
day and night transition, which is amazing. That the guy who did this, I forgot the name of that person, sorry. But it's now Assetto Corsa, it's like a new level of Assetto Corsa. So kudos to that as well. So if maybe, because our drivers that we have, they need to race as well, not be part of the development. If there are people who can help us out in development, be it PHP, JavaScript, HTML, CSS, front end, back end, whatever it is, even graphic design if needed. Because what currently, right now, I'm doing everything myself, which is impossible. It's becoming impossible. Why? Because the day is not enough, and I have to work at night as well.
Yeah, in fact, we're asking for an extension, like making the day at
Yes, we
36
need like
hours.
36 hours at least. It's not. And one day I'm going to collapse and end up in hospital, I think.
No.
Hope not.
No. Any more comments on YouTube?
Pizzas everywhere. Oh, not pizzas everywhere. Pizzas, haha, Sheldon.
Obviously enough.
Sheldon knows about pizzas. Sheldon is one of our drivers.
He knows also who eats a lot of them. And who eats everything.
Actually, the broadcast director of today is the
Yeah.
one who takes a lot of food.
Actually, yes, he's like, oh my
Probably
God.
right now.
And he gives you like, he gives you to it nicely, you know what I mean? You're not gonna eat all that pizza? That means yes. Can you leave me a little bit?
He just
But anyway,
thanked us.
he just thanked us over our headphones. No, it's like, it's
Apart
fun.
from that, it's we joke about this.
That's right, that's right. But he's a great guy also. Any more comments on YouTube?
Ulti says, or Alti, I'm good at graphic design. Great. So when we finish, let's talk.
Okay. Thanks, guys. Lots of love and appreciation from Itamar. Thank you, Itamar, obviously enough for a great 2019. Looking forward for a greater 2020.
Guys, 2020 is going to be
2020.
huge.
Huge. Yes, it's like, it's not easy. But
Yeah.
we've been planning a lot of things for a long time for 2020. And
Even
now, in the
from-
last weeks of 2019, we're already changing plans for 2020 because of this
Yes.
thing. Not because of us, but because of the parties.
Kawayuri 28, quick summary. Let's start again. Welcome to this show. Yes, I can just do a very quick summary.
Yeah.
We have launched in collaboration with Toyota Gazoo Racing, New Zealand. We have launched a premier race. You can visit our website worldproracing.com. We're going to do a premier race with the Tatus FT60 on our Factor 2, which everybody can apply to it, join in, and there's a race on the 3rd of January at 9 p.m. CET time, GMT +1. We have also we released some screenshots of the WPR F19 Formula car, which I will publish a post after we finish for you to see on our Facebook page and on our website. We're going to launch also the Grip Virtual Series 2020, the second season, because we did season 1 this year. We talked about the GT3 Masters, the results where Avid Chronic Racing took the overall win, and Edgy Sports and Singularity Racing, first, second, and third. The first team won 1,000 euros, second 500, and third 300. We're not sure yet if we're going to do the second season, but something big will happen, of course.
Yeah, sure.
Adrian, what you had from your side?
I think that's basically everything. The WPR you mentioned, the penalties.
Yeah, we talked
discussed.
about how we judge our races, as Adrian is an FIA licensed steward. Well, what you can do is just rewind, and you can watch the broadcast again, because we're not going to say all we did.
We can start with the thanks.
Yes.
Thanks to all of you that follow us. Thanks to all the drivers that have been with us in our championships. Thanks for all the people that believed in us. Thanks for all also event organizers that
Don't make me cry.
believe in us and obviously gave us the opportunities and I don't know.
Opportunities.
Asked us for collaborations also.
Yes, especially now the recent one.
Toyota
Gazoo
Racing New Zealand. I would like to give a big thanks to our sponsors. If it was not for them, we won't be here. We won't be improving our product. We won't be improving, obviously, our equipment to give you the best we can give for sim racing here from the tiny island of Malta. World Pro Racing is managing to give you this great product. Thanks to these people. Big thanks, Gaming Malta, Visit Malta, Enemed, Melita, GT Omega Racing, R Factor 2, Gamers.com.mt, Sim Racing Limited, making our lives easier on offline events and on our Sim Center. Definitely a software to look at. Transport Malta, helping us in developing one of the Maltese hill climbs. Garmin, obviously enough health watches and so on and so forth. Student Motorsport, WJ England, and our part of technology, BenQ. These are also partnerships, and we had also in the past year Wave Italy, and last but not least Trustmaster, Grip. I think I'm mentioning them all for the last year. So these are the people that supported us, and are going to go. Yeah, Porsche also, Porsche Malta,
of course.
These are the companies that actually supported us to arrive where we arrive today, and we know that all of them, let's put it this way, are ready to keep on backing us because they believe in what we're doing, and more announcements to come in January 2020. We want to wish all your families. A happy Christmas and a happy New Year. Definitely full of health, full of sim racing, and I don't know. I got stuck.
The one last thing that we say always is that during these festivities, holidays, do not drink and drive. So
definitely do not drink and drive. Use taxi services, go enjoy yourselves, but obviously enough, take care of your own life and take care of the life of others. Thanks for being with us, and see you next year.
2020.
aħna saħħalsulhom il-fuel. Ara ġej.
Wara ftit ġranet kellna rebbieħ ieħor fil-logħba tagħna kontra 30 sekonda bil-maqlub.
Suqu fuq ir-riserva xejdu le mhix se tieqaf.
Il-ġimgħa d-dieħla nkunu fuq pompa tal-enemed oħra nagħtu xi ħaġa oħra.